Hey friends, it's Rachel with the Ponds Farmhouse, and I'm here today. I am going to attempt to make over this lampshade here. I bought this milk glass lamp at a vintage store, and I actually like the shade because it's old and it's vintage, but it does have some damaged areas on it, like these little scratches and everything. And I just kept thinking about what kind of lampshade would look good on this. And I came up with an idea. And so this is what I'm going to attempt to do. I've never done it before, so you're going to have to be my witness to see how it turns out. But I found these really cute napkins. I love the color. And I'm just going to be doing a napkin decoupage over these. The key to this is I'm going to try an attempt to do this without any wrinkles. So we'll see how it works out. If this sounds like something you'd like to see how to do, then be sure to follow along with me and let's get started. Okay, the very first thing that you want to do is make sure that your lampshade is completely clean, and then apply a really heavy coat of Mod Podge. You want to be sure that it's completely covered, and then you're wanting to let that dry thoroughly before you move on to the napkin decoupage. So the very first thing I did was go ahead and separate the napkin, and I just use a piece of tape to do this. It's just the easiest way to pull those layers apart. And all you're going to want here is that top layer of napkin. I did not paint my lampshade a different color because I felt like the background color that is on it would work. But if you've got a lampshade that maybe the color just doesn't work with your napkin, you might want to paint that a color that would coordinate with it. I'm also going to go ahead and cut this napkin in two because I want the pattern to run the same direction all the way around the lampshade, and if you leave it together, it will not do that. So all you want to do is take your pieces and then apply them to the lampshade using a heat press. And this little heat press is working out just perfectly because it allows me to smooth each area of the napkin without any wrinkles or creases. So this is it really went on very quickly. I was really surprised at how fast it adhered. Now the next one, I'm going to actually cut a little bit of an angle on this one because this lampshade is slightly larger at the bottom than it is at the top, just slightly. So you want to make sure you keep your patterns running evenly all the way around. You do not want it to start, going on an angle as you move around. I also just apply it right up next to the previous seam. You don't really want to overlap at all here because if you do, you don't have any Mod Podge there to activate to hold it in place. So you want to keep it really smooth. And just go all the way around just like I'm doing here, just spreading it out with your heat press. As you go around, just be sure that you're keeping everything straight, running vertical on the lampshade all the way around, so that none of it is like on an angle. So that's the key thing to making it look really pretty. But just keep using your heat press and rub out any wrinkles or anything like that you see. Just keep working on it, and it really works really easily. So I think you'll enjoy how quick and easy it is to do this. Once you have your lampshade completely covered with your napkin, then you're ready to do any trim work. Now my lampshade had a gold rim on it, so I decided to leave that, and I'm just using an X-Acto knife to remove any excess napkin that kind of covered over it. Now if yours does not have a decorative rim, you may want to maybe add a bias tape to it. You could use a coordinating tape and just cover it using some hot glue. But mine is a decorative trim, so I'm taking all this excess napkin off, and then I'm just adding some gold rub and buff to cover up any imperfections and to make the lampshade look brand new again. This technique is going to work best on a cardboard or paper lampshade as opposed to a fabric one. Don't you just love how it turned out? I am thrilled with how this lampshade looks. The technique worked perfectly, applying the Mod Podge and letting it dry and then using the heat press. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please let me know.